Hello everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I'm up today with an exciting YouTube hop and collaboration. It is the Scrap 5 challenge for February. Now, I was lucky enough to choose the 5 items this month, and unfortunately I forgot to put the image at the start of my video. So, the 5 items were to use a cut file, a die or a punch, to use red or pink, to use hearts, phrase stickers and tiny words. So I am using up a lot of old stash, I will say. So this is most of my papers. I think all of my papers actually are from the Crepe Paper Hello Love collection, and I started off by just putting some white paint in the background, and I also added some of the iridescent glaze from Vicky Bruton just to white acrylic paint, and you can't really tell, I'll be honest, except when you sort of look in the light and you look, there is definitely a shimmer to it. However, just looking at it in the album, it's not super obvious, so I probably won't waste the glaze again by doing this. But I really want to tone down the background paper because obviously it's this quite pink heart paper, and yeah, I just wanted to tone it down a bit. Now, I chose these because it's February, it's Valentine's Day. Not that we really celebrate that in Australia, or at least I don't celebrate it with my partner, but it's sort of, you know, it's February, it's Valentine's, and so I wanted to go with more of that love, pink, reds sort of theme. Oh, I'm also splattering some of the acrylic paint that was just left over on my bit of plastic there around the edge of my layout as well, just to add some of those white splatters. Now, I've never done that before. You can see that I got covered in acrylic paint. Clearly, I didn't have a very good brush for... Oh, my son has just woken up. Let's give him a second to chill out. I will do a little bit more of this voiceover and then I'll go and grab him before I finish, and I will come back and finish this voiceover at a later date. So I am just, as I said, I just was sprinkling some of that acrylic paint over onto the layout, and I'd never done it before. I got acrylic paint everywhere, but that's okay. I learnt I probably need maybe a fan brush. I might try a fan brush next time. Now, off camera, I actually created a double kind of border for my paper. I used another piece of 12 by 12 paper from the Hello Love collection, and then just a piece of white cardstock. I knew that by using the acrylic paint, I didn't put gesso or anything on this paper, so I knew that it would warp, and you can see in the image here that it has warped. And so I kind of wanted to put it onto another piece of white cardstock just to sort of strengthen it a little bit. And so that's what I'm doing now. I'm just sticking that on, and I'm going to line it up as best I can. It is not lined up very well. I did not do a good job, mainly because it was warped. The paper was warped and it was quite hard. But anyway, it's stuck down. So you can see there, I just sort of stuck half of the layout down, and now I'm ripping off the rest of the double-sided tape and sticking the rest of that paper down onto the background. And that was a good technique for me just to help me line it up. But as you can see, the right-hand side and the bottom is there's a lot more white cardstock showing than the top and the left-hand side. So anyway, that's okay. Now, I am using this, what am I using? My words, Katie, use my words. I'm using this cut file from Confessions of a Paper Addict. I think it's called Flowers and Feathers, maybe. It's a new one that was released in February, on the 1st of Feb. So I will leave a link down below to the Etsy store where you can get that cut file, but it's super cute, and I backed it with scrap papers from the Hello Love collection. And I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I think it's cute, and I think it goes well with this photo. Now, I chose to print my photo in black and white. It's a photo of my partner and I, and the reason I did that was because of the pink kind of theme I've got going on. Well, the pink and green. I knew the photo, the colours we were wearing in that photo was not going to work, but it was the only recent photo I had of the two of us. It was actually taken on the 4th of January, so it's pretty recent. We were off to the movies to see Star Wars, and we'd gone out for dinner beforehand. So yes, it was super cute, and I snapped a photo. My partner hates me taking photos of us, so particularly selfies. So anyway, I take them when I can, but he is a reluctant participant in my photography. And so I'm sticking my photo down. I've put my pop pop dots, foam dots on the back of my cut file, and I'm just positioning that where I want it, and now I'll peel off all of the backings and stick them down. Okay, I went and got my son up and I have taken him to his Alma's for a visit. She lives in a granny flat in our backyard, so it's not, I didn't have to go far. So he has gone off there, so I'm free to finish my voiceover child-free, which is quite nice. So I was telling you that I was sticking down my cut file, and then I'm going to just play around with some embellishments and see what I can come up with. I don't have a lot of embellishments in this collection, so I did also go through my kind of random embellishments and pick out some things that would work for this collection as well. So most of the embellishments aren't from the Hello Love collection because I don't have many / any of those. I've got some of the cut aparts, but yeah, that's about it. So make sure in the link down below, in my description box down below, there will be a link to all of the other ladies participating in the hop this month. I don't know exactly who is participating because I'm actually doing this voiceover on the 3rd of February. So I only just issued the challenge on the 1st of Feb, but I got my video done early, so I'm not sure who else is participating, but check down below to see the link. There will be quite a few of us though, because it's a fun hop and people love to get involved, which is awesome. I think Grab 5, Scrap 5 challenges are so much fun because they you've got a lot of freedom and creativity, but it gives you a little bit of kind of structure, which I quite like. You know, there's certain things you have to get on the layout, and personally I like being challenged by that. So what have I got on the layout so far? I've got hearts in terms of the pattern paper in the background. I have got the cut file, or you could use a punch or a die. I'm using a cut file. That's on the layout. Pink or red is definitely on the layout. So I'm just making sure that I need phrase stickers and tiny word stickers as well. And technically I do come back in with some hearts because I think the background paper is being a bit cheeky. I mean, it is hearts. There's no denying that it's hearts, but I do think it's a bit cheeky. So I come back in with some other hearts to add to the layout as well. So you can see there, I have laid out things where I want them to go, and now I'm going to come in and stick them down, which I'm pretty sure I edited out for you. I think. I might not. I filmed this a few days ago and I can't remember exactly what I do here in the editing process, but I do think I cut it out because it does take me a while to stick everything down. But there you go, I did cut it out. So everything kind of is pretty much exactly where I left it. I'm just fiddling with this heart to see where I wanted it to go. I had put it in the top left, but I bring it actually back down to the right hand cluster, and I'm sticking that in there, and then I'm coming in with some love hearts, I think. Oh no, my title first. So I was umming and ahhing over which phrase stickers to use. So I've got this, which is from maybe a Pebbles collection, Jen Hadfield collection. Don't remember which one. I didn't get the actual collection. I just got the thickers because I thought they were cute. And then I've got these other thickers in a grey font, which are baby themed, but there was definitely some things I could have used. In the end, I go for the word love, which is just from those Jen Hadfield thickers, and I'm happy with that. So that is the phrase stickers part of the Grab 5 or the Scrap 5 done. And so the only thing I need to add is, well, what I think is hearts and also the tiny words. So I'm going through my tiny words. Now this is the Tim Holtz tiny word stickers, and this book has very few left. Like you can see, even though you can't see the whole book, you can see from there that there was basically none left, but none of the ones that I did have left worked for this layout. So I couldn't get any of them onto the page. I'm trying to use up that book because it's quite a large book, even though there's really only a few stickers left in it. So I have to go to one of my newer books and I'm pulling those out. So that one that I just stuck down was Life Was Meant for Great Adventure. That one is, do I use that one? Oh yes, it's Choose to Shine. And then I do one other black, and that one is Love You. Now I went with the black because the title is black and I've got a black and white photo, but I didn't have anything else on the layout really that was black. Some of the stripes in the camera that the love is sitting on top of is black as well, but I just wanted to bring a little bit more black into the layout. But the rest of the tiny words I use are white. So that one there was I Feel So Lucky. And I'm adding 3 tiny word stickers to each cluster. Tiny words are not something I've used recently. I have a lot of them. That one was Embrace the Journey. There was a big craze a few years ago with tiny word stickers, and I have 3 of these Tim Holtz books. Now, I didn't buy them all. 2 of them I think were gifted to me, but anyway, 3 of them is excessive, and I haven't even used up 1 yet. So I'm really trying to use my tiny words just to get them onto layouts. So I stuck down Together is the best place to be, Life is good, and that last one there was I Love Us. And then I'm sticking down one more, which I think I'm sticking down one more. Let me see. Am I? I'm pretty sure I am. Oh, can't decide. Let's see. Oh, there we go. One more, and this one is Be Authentic. So they are my tiny words. So yes, I am trying to get my tiny words onto layouts a bit more because I do find them a little bit more challenging to use now that the craze is sort of past, but that's okay. I'm going to use them up. I decided to stick on some of these enamel hearts because even though I've got hearts in the background paper, I wanted to get a few more hearts on the layout, and then that is all of my Scrap 5 items. So red or pink, cut file, die or punch, hearts, phrase stickers, and tiny word stickers. So they are all there. I really love how this layout came together. It's the first layout that I have scrapped of my 2020 photos, which I thought was pretty cool. I will show you a picture at the end, but this is it. Make sure you check out the link down below for the other ladies that are joining us on this hop, and definitely go and check out their videos because there will be some very cute layouts coming, I am sure. But we will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks guys. Bye.